I was just having a moment, taking in the scenery, right? It's been an amazing week, and I just wanted to reflect on the amazing things we've heard. Just look around over here, right? Starting with networking, we're standing right in front of it. Jeetu said in his keynote earlier, networking is the core. It is our foundation. So let's start at networking. Let's work our way then to security, networking and security going beyond, right? Amazing combination. And then we're going to head over to observability, the AI. We heard a lot about AI, and one of my favorite topics today was actually discussing how AI has a role to play in developing leadership. Really, really great insights and some great tips for us all out there. And of course, we cannot forget McLaren. We saw Cedric having a great racing competition earlier this week on the simulator, and he did really well. I haven't had a go at that yet. I'm going to try to. The queues are looking quite long, so let's see, fingers crossed. And of course, WebEx. Again, Jeetu spoke a lot about the WebEx AI agent, which is going to reduce wait times for our customers. Amazing, such great innovations. Talking about innovation, I hope everybody managed to check out the 40 years of Cisco showcase, how far we have come. Amazing innovations. It all began, like I said, with networking, right? 40 years ago. What more is to come in 40 years' time? I cannot wait to see. I hope I'm still here. Fingers crossed. But if you haven't had a chance to check that out, please do. And I would love to hear your thoughts, okay? So get social, it's not too late. Tag us at Cisco Live EMEA. Use hashtag Cisco Live EMEA. And I look forward to hearing from you. And on that note, I'm going to hand over back to Steve.
Alpa, you're amazing. Will you still be here in 40 years? Come on, you're a young lady, you're spectacular, you're a baby. Man, Alpa may have earned our VIP award here this week. She has just been spectacular all week long. I want to also go back and thank Rob and Jim Florek for that walkthrough. So cool to see exactly what it takes to deploy, manage, secure the Cisco Live network in real time. I just love that story, the security analysis data that we're able to extract, to pull from that live traffic that is running across our Cisco Live event network. It's so great. All right, we're going to change gears just a little bit. One of our favorite questions that we get to ask as Cisco TV hosts, we get to ask our guests here in the studio and then in our interviews out across the world of solutions. We love to ask them, what was your favorite moment of the week here at Cisco Live? And what's so cool is you are about to see my favorite moment from the week right now. Cisco's president of Europe, Middle East, and Africa region, Oliver Tuzik, kicked off this incredible week, this fantastic event at Tuesday's keynote open. And then I had an opportunity to hang out with Oliver right over there in the studio. He is such a kind and energetic and passionate storyteller and advocate for Cisco. Loved my time with Oliver. Here's our conversation. Hi there, everyone. I can't even believe that we have come to the conclusion of Cisco Live 2025 Amsterdam. It just blows me away. What an incredible week it's been. And this week kicked off in the best way possible with the gentleman who is standing right over here to my right, Oliver. Congratulations. What an incredible, incredible event this has been all week long. We're going to talk about that in a moment. But I think it all started with you and with your leadership at the beginning of the conference. Congratulations. Well done. Have you had an amazing time this week?
Oh, sure. Sure. It's always exciting. And, I love to be with all the people. And being on the stage, even it's a huge effort and a lot of people working on this one. But being there with all the people, amazing, just
really
amazing.
Energy,
I love the energy.
That vibe, and them all giving it to you. It's hard to ask. You look back over the past 4 days and everything that's been accomplished, the amazing conversations, the great sessions, what really stood out to you in terms of innovation, right? We've been talking AI all week, but if you had to pick one, what's the innovation that's really stood out for you?
So I can't answer the question this way. I need to say the amount of innovations was the number one for me. But then if I would pick something, I think the smart switch. And some people would say, okay, smart switch. No, it's because we have 40 years of history building networks. And I think with the smart switch, we did something that nobody would have expected from us. We stopped thinking in the old logic, how we started and how we set the standard, and then shifted. We shifted to a new setup. How would we design a switch in a world where security is a big topic and where we want to be ready for AI? So smart switch is a game changer, and there's nobody else than us who could have done it.
That is the important point. There's nobody else other than Cisco. And by the way, powering these capabilities, it's all well and good for us to talk about what AI can do. If we don't have the power to drive those AI capabilities, we're nowhere, right? So let's shift it over to AI a bit. We've seen so much about AI and heard from so many of our customers and our partners. How do you think that the innovations and solutions we're creating here at Cisco are going to really unlock the potential of AI?
So when we look at AI, and you heard it on the main stage, I think we're finally coming to the phase where customers see use case working. So we're out of this area of experiments and trial and error. So we see real small but great use cases. Then the next step is now how to take it out of the design and trial phase and bring it in real life. Because from this moment on, it needs to be available, it needs to be secure, it needs to be safe. And that's where our part starts. Because we are the company that can help it make it very simple for our customers to build up these workloads. And in times where speed is one of the most important things, having the AI pods ready, having the security solutions like AI defense makes a huge difference because it's speeding up the process on the customer side. It's simpler, it's more resilient, it's more secure. So we are part of the big AI wave.
So true, and you kicked that off right at the beginning because you said in the opening keynote, the days of hype are over. They're gone. We're in activation. And I believe one of the other things you said that really stuck with me is that it's no longer a member of if we adopt. It's if you don't adopt, there will be a net negative on the backside. You won't be able to compete.
That's the interesting thing, which was reconfirmed here a couple of times. It is not only that customers looking for their unique advantage, their game changer app, they are more afraid that one of their competitors will be there before they are. And that's a very interesting thing because they all understand it will have a different, it will make it difficult for others to compete if you come up with a new business model. I had one customer who said, I don't want to have my Airbnb moment. And I said, well, what do you mean by this? Yeah, somebody comes up with an idea and destroys my business.
I love that. I think that's great. The Airbnb moment. I'm gonna steal it from. Well, you stole it from the customer. I'll steal it back from you.
All good.
Let's talk platform strategy. Why is platform strategy important?
It's very simple. Because the reason why a customer is looking for platforms is because they can't deal with complexity. And if you are running a big IT infrastructure and 50% of the time of your people are invested to just make sure that the different pieces kind of work together, just thinking you do an update here, and then step by step, everything comes down. The complexity that we created, the industry, but together with our customers and partners, is no longer sustainable. We need to get with our customers to a point where we help them to reduce complexity, to reduce downtimes, and make it by far easier, automated and AI-enabled to run the infrastructure. That's why the platform is the answer.
Amen. Complexity.
And one more on this one. Sorry. The platform does not mean it's only Cisco. If you don't create an open platform, customers will struggle. Yes, we have still other firewalls and solutions at our customer side, but we can cover 80% in most customers because we got the networking, we got the security, and we got silicon. When we bring this together, it's the best platform you can build.
Phenomenal. Yep, complexity is the enemy of progress. I'm going to personalize this a little bit. One favorite moment from this week. You get one.
Oh, shit.
Your favorite moment. The one that you keep thinking about again and again and again, every time.
Oh, yeah, I have one.
Good.
When I was calling out the CCIEs, the highly skilled people, and I have a lot of respect. I'm an engineer, and I've never made it to become a CCIE. Maybe I do it when I retire. I don't know.
You heard it here first, folks.
But going down there and seeing these people and how they also, what should I say, enjoyed that they were called out because they are such a instrumental part of our success in the past and today. Keep in mind, there were a lot of customer CCIEs, partner CCIEs, and they sit at Cisco, and they are our best salespeople, they are our best operations people, they are convincing customers to buy our solution, and they committed their life on Cisco, because once you invested into CCIE at the exams and all of this one, which is a huge effort, you can't just simply shift it to do something else the next week. So you need Cisco to be successful, and we need them to be successful.
Oh, that is so beautifully put. Can I add one on top of it?
Please.
Our champions. The people who are not even Cisco, but the people who are out there all the time talking about what a remarkable organization this is and why partnership with Cisco is so vital, right?
That's absolutely, that's why I'm always talking about Cisco is by far more than we, the people here. It's such a great community. Give it whatever name you want, family, community, hood.
Community.
It's a group that has the same ideas, the same principles, and we just love technology. But we also want to ensure that technology makes something bigger, better, makes something really good.
Indeed, indeed. All right, so we've got about 30 seconds left.
Oh.
I want to ask you one question to wrap things up here, and that is, after the chaos of this week, the mania, the joy of all of it, and all the pressure that's on you to lead that target, how do you recoup? How do you recover after this? You going to go lie on a beach somewhere, or what do you do next?
No. This is where I get my energy from. It's not a joke, but I hope you see when I'm on stage. Don't get me wrong, it's tough. I'm not sleeping enough, but I got a great team that support me. Look at all the people here. They all help us to make this happening. So I just get the energy out of it. So it's not like I need to recharge. I sometimes need to step back and kind of embrace and recover in the thinking through all of this one. But this is giving me energy, not taking energy.
Couldn't love that anymore. Oliver, your leadership, it just shines through. I'm so grateful that you had time to join us here in the TV studio. Congratulations on an incredible. I'm coming over to your side so I can shake your hand. Thank you, my friend.
Thanks
Such
a lot.
pleasure.
Always a pleasure.
Thanks, everybody. Thanks to
a lot.
Oliver. How much do we love Oliver Tuzik? Just, again, incredible energy. He is so passionate about what it is that we do here at Cisco and what it is that we bring to our partners and to our customers here across this organization. We're just really grateful to him for finding time. He's the most in-demand guy here at the show. The fact that he was able to come in and join us in the studio, grateful for that. One of my highlight moments. And speaking of highlight moment, I can't even believe it. All of us together for the very first time in this broadcast. This is the first time that all four of us have been in the studio together. I feel like you guys are, you're the ones that I kind of just, all I get to see is in here.
We're only on the screen.
You are only on the screen. Cedric, Elpa,
And
Rob.
now we're all together.
Hi,
You're the
friends.
war correspondent.
Right?
You are. Again, I expect
Finding
you to
our
come
way
back with
through
like a cut across your brow, just kind of.
They patched me up.
They patched you up back there.
covered all the damage.
That's what Lucy and Vicky are able to do. They're brilliant.
amazing.
And you know
They
what
are.
I do? We should go ahead and do this at this moment. Let's take a moment to talk about the incredible people back behind the scenes. First of all, I'm just going to start right up here on this side with the 3M powerhouse. So you got Mark back over here, Malcolm, and Mike back over here on this side, and Ali, our floor manager, who has been spectacular all week long. We are so grateful for you guys for making us look good. In the back as well, I mean, we go back to the team back there. You've got Pete and Alfredo over there on audio, making sure that we sound okay. They're there in the back. I wasn't even sure if we were going to go through. Our producers back over here on this side. I know we need an iMag camera. Erica, Amy, L, Carissa, all the folks in the back here. Rob, let's talk a little bit about who's out on the RF team as well, making you guys look and sound great and delivering you in here.
I didn't pay attention to their names.
Oh, you don't even know who they are?
Sandy,
Super
Kim,
nice. No, Steve, Kim,
Steve.
Sandy,
Brandon.
Brandon. I
Brandon
don't want to.
producing back there for you.
I forgot the gentleman holding the light. My apologies.
Rahul.
Yes.
Raul
okay, thank
holding
you.
the light.
Yes.
Again,
Why do you have to set that standard of using people's names?
because you
That
know
was-
everybody, Rob.
I don't know their names.
You're the only antique who's been around as long as I have here. So if you don't know it by now,
Real
then
antique.
I know.
Antique implies valuable.
And
But yeah.
That's true.
you're saying there's absolutely
They're
no
just
value to bring
old.
to it.
Eh.
But it's incredible, isn't it? The whole idea of it's sort of like the duck cruising above the water and the feet kind of paddling down below. The amount of work that it takes to
What
put
did that
all of
mean?
this together. Pardon?
What does that mean?
You've never heard that before?
You
Yeah,
know
the,
that one?
the
Yeah.
swan cruises along the water,
No.
but the feet are
It's the
underneath the
first.
when
water
everything
paddling
looks
along.
smooth, but actually underneath it's
Oh,
like
okay.
paddling really fast.
Although I think we've now just we've beaten that dead horse to a pulp for all the people watching out here in the real world.
Sorry.
But it is amazing how much it takes to actually put all of this together and to make us look and sound good. It takes an army to make that happen. Some of us more than others.
That's correct.
So I tell you what we should do. I want to kind of go and ask each of you your highlights for the week, but let's roll a quick video first, and then we'll come back and give you each a couple of moments to think about those highlights, and we'll use that to wrap up the show, shall we?
Yeah.
But right now, let's go out and let's see what some of the highlights of the week were for all of you. Let's roll it.
Live is connection.
Cisco Live is inspiring.
Cisco Live is fun.
Cisco Live is amazing.
Thanks for being with us, where we are going beyond.
There you go, some highlights of the week. Here's another highlight standing right next to me. That's my buddy Cedric. Go back over there where you
It's a
belong.
human highlight.
Here, I'll find you back over here on this side. All right, before we go to highlights of the week for each of us, I want the three of us and our producers there in the back to do something special. This lady over here in green, I have never seen anybody step in and join the Cisco TV team just so easily, to do such a fantastic job, to bring the energy, to bring the optimism. This is really what it's all about, and you've just been spectacular this week. So Alpa, thank you for making our jobs easier. We may have done this a few times, but you've been amazing.
Wait.
I couldn't have done it without all of you here and all of this amazing Cisco TV crew. Honestly, I'm getting emotional. You guys are phenomenal in what
They
you
really
do.
are.
It's a privilege to be here. Thank you. Thank you all so
And I'm
much.
glad you
Thank
got to see that. They really are the
Thank you.
single greatest
Yes.
team in broadcast, certainly the greatest that I've ever had the chance to work with. Let's go quickly down the line. Let's do a couple of quick highlight moments. Rob, let me start with you.
Well, this seems obvious at this point, but just people.
Yeah.
This whole week. It's been fantastic. We talk about the crew. This is an extended part of my family, whether it's here, whether it's in America, the only two shows I do. But I look forward to it, and it feels really absent when I don't get a chance to, for whatever reason.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
It does feel like something is missing. We always talk about a sense of community right here at the show, and it's not. That's not lip service. I think the sense of community is really what all of Cisco Live is about in all of the different regions and all the people who make it happen. And you're right. This team and being here with all of you is a big part of that. Alpa, how about you?
I have to third that. Absolutely the people and actually the energy, right? Not just here within the studio, outside with our customers.
Because you also have the Cisco Live experience, not just being new at this.
Yeah.
You're getting hit with several things.
Absolutely, and I think for me, the keynote was just the epitome of that, capturing that vibe and the excitement of what's to come. So that's my personal highlight.
I love that. I love that. Cedric?
I think it's really hard. I would say people as well, but what I love doing is kind of, or like what I think we all like doing is being your eyes and ears here on the show floor and being able to walk you through the showcase, all of the events that are happening, the keynote, as you said, but then also kind of like really bring that show together and, you know, like have the interviews and kind of really kind of shine Cisco out to the world and what we do as a company from every different angle.
It's a sense of pride, I think, that everybody who hopefully works for their organization has a lot of pride in the organization that they work with. But it really is. It comes down to a culture, right? And we see it when we're here in the room. And we tell this to all of you who are out in the broadcast. If you really want to experience this for yourself, this is great. We love to have you with us on the stream. And we hope you'll stay with us on the stream long after we wave goodbye to you in just over a minute. But it's about being in the room, sensing the energy around you, meeting the customers, meeting the other folks who work within their own organizations, the people who engage
Sometimes
in space.
it's about reading the room.
Sometimes it is. Fine, all right.
Or not.
I'll go ahead and I'll invade your space then. I'll come over here to this side as well.
Space invaders.
Let's bring it in, bring it in.
It really honestly is about, this is very intimate. It's about all of us being together in the space, but it's also about how we combine what it is that Cisco's motivator and drive when it comes to technology, what it is that we're trying to build, the way we're trying to serve the market, partner with the market, build the market of the future, and then you get to do it with the most amazing people in the world. And that's something that's very hard to put a finger on. That's an X factor.
I think, like, Steve, you're such a close talker, I have to say. Like, honestly, like...
I'll move back over to my
get that
podium.
on tape.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. All right, so what do we want to leave everybody with? 20 seconds here on the clock. Final thought, Rob?
Big pivot happening in technology right now. I've come away from this week feeling like Cisco is well positioned to play a pivotal role as we figure out how are we going to embrace AI in a way that is beneficial for business.
Beautiful. Rob took pretty much everybody.
I
We're
know.
5 seconds out. So what we're going to do is say goodbye to all of you back in this camera. Everybody, thank you, thank you,
See you
thank
next
you.
time.
We'll see you next time.
Be
Bye,
here next
everyone.
year.